Okay, Naija, my name is K Solo. My full name is Solomon Oyeniyi. I'm from Osun State, Nigeria, and born in Lagos, and studied in Nigeria, studied electrical engineering, and I've been doing music for a while, and over a decade in short, and I'm still doing music. And I'm a father because I do music. I've met queens, I've met prince, I've met kings, met everybody, met you too, because of music. And that's why we are here, and that's why you're watching me right now. I started music from a very tender age of mine. My parents happened to be deacon and deaconesses in the church, so I had an opportunity learning musical instruments, and I had that attached to my job. And up to this moment, I still do music, and it's not been easy. It's been rough, but all the way, we're still keeping the game right, tight, and good. And our friends are still loving us, and our fans are joining. And our enemies are becoming to be our friends. Still looking for more enemies, but yet, every day they're falling in love with me. And that's why I'm still on this matter. I actually became K Solo when I was with Foreplay. I was actually a sound engineer and a producer. I was opportune to come work with him. Somebody said he opened a studio and needed a sound engineer, and I actually secured to work with him when I entered, because Foreplay has been somebody that I've always looked up to. Up to date, he's still like my role model in Nigeria. The whole of this country is the only person I look up to. And I worked with him. Then he came in one day and was like, somebody told me you're a producer. Can you do a song for me? Let's do a song together. And like, okay, bros, let's do it. And I got into the studio with him, and Angel of My Life came to life, and more the It View came. But I'm gonna tell you, the soul thing came off from Foreplay, and but majorly after I left Foreplay to set up my own sound bakery studio where we are right now. The major first job I did, the full project, was Timaya. I met Timaya in the talent on show. Sound Sultan took me to Street to Star in Port Harcourt. You know, Hustlers, everybody now, Sultan and the rest of us, went there. It was me, Sultan, Basoj, and Timaya was downloaded to Nigeria, to Lagos, and I started this project. Some people picked them up, I wanted to sign him, but at the long run, because I had a love for him, guy, don't go into this deal. Let me work and set up my studio. I'll call you and let's start work. And God was able to help me put up the studio, and I called him, and I started up his project. In short, I did his first album, the second album, the third album, to this album everybody wrote right now, to Plantain Boy. And that was actually a major job I did on my own first, as in also produce, also write, executive producer K Solo. That was Timaya was first, before people like Casey Fresh, Clever J, Jassa, Durella, the rest of them begin to slide in, Kefi, and I've done so much jobs. And my little belief about me is I don't live my life, people live my life for me. Many times I drive on the road and probably park to buy bolly, and then something that is red to it. I've driven my car on the Lagos road, and probably I'm up in cold and wind down my mirror, my glass, and it has been read that he doesn't have fuel in his car. So much things has always been read to issues. But like I always tell a lot of people that ask me this kind of question, you will not, as a young man, like I told you, that was my major first project I ever did on my own. Not like, okay, this person's album, Charlie Boy's album, I did Ninja Bike and some other tracks, Cobham did some other tracks. This is one I did from A to Z, these whole albums I mentioned, A young man will not grow up in his life and make money and build up a house and go look for Julius Vega to break it down one night. Understand? So, like I always tell people, if I don't do music with Timaya anymore, it doesn't mean we are not together or we are fighting. You got a particular time that you push someone to an extent like bam, you want him to even move to the next level too. The band is going to good music, good. I always want him to go to the next level too, you know. So, but people read so much meanings to it, like, okay, he's having fracking with Timaya and this and that, you know. But all the way, like I tell them, let Timaya do something big and see if he won't see me. Let him open a house and see if I'm not going to be there. I'll drink and, you know, you think I'm the owner of the house, you know. There's no there's no issue with him and Timaya. But, you know, level has bring so much reasons, so much issues to it. Some people said you made, because you came in between him and Empress, or, you know, women was the issue, you know. So many things was going on, you know. But as it is, Timaya still remain a son, you know. And no matter how big, you're about saying, they say, meaning no matter how old you are, no matter how big or rich you think you are, and you only keep buying new clothes, you can never have this old wear that I have, because, you know, it's, even if you buy new clothes and throw it in the mud and try and squeeze it up and like it, you still after washing it, you still perceive that new aura of new clothes. But carry my popsi's clothes, spray it with Perielis and wash it, you will still smell old. You understand? So, like I said, Timaya remain my son, no matter what anybody must have said, no matter people are trying to insinuate or bring into this issue. But as it is, like I said, there's no success story of Timaya without K-Solo, and that's the fact. And all the glory is still given back to God.
A lot of people say there's no place like home, but at Limelight Hotel and Suites, we have a place that's just like home. Limelight Hotel and Suites is located in the serene and homely countryside of Agoiwoye, Ogun State. Limelight Hotel and Suites offers you nothing but the best in hospitality and facilities that you will not find anywhere. We have 3 bars, an oriental restaurant with a guarantee of uninterrupted power supply, and reliable internet facilities, not forgetting our ATM machines and POS terminals to give you the ease of cashless fun. Come relax and retreat into the calm embrace of Limelight Hotel and Suites. For more information, log on to www.limelighhotel.com or email us on info@limelighhotel.com or call us on 0807 097 1904. Limelight Hotel and Suites, taking you to the limelight.
I spend madly, beto geloto, wole, somebody me go break the photo. I'm on left, tocato, one on me, Jerry no moto, I'm intoxicated, don't be nothing.
If I begin to mention names of artists I've produced, you laugh. You know, if our structure in Nigeria was actually good, like this when I started, I probably would not be sitting here. I'll probably be in Yankee, or probably be somewhere like, you know, trying to make more money for myself, you know. One, I did Soneneji, all Soneneji you know Oruka. Oruka is another live music, and from that, they moved to pop play. The Hitz album is not commercial. It's not that name commercial everybody call. Hitz is an R&B album, and after that, Soneneji still came to me again, you know. And I did an R&B album for Soneneji, which is off the hook album, where you have Abose Day, you have those slow music, you know. So there's been a story. Like I always give people an example. Who is R. Kelly? R. Kelly is called the king of R&B. And if R. Kelly did Chocolate Factory, and you see the Pipers producing, and you see him do Step, and somebody like R. Kelly could still do Bunny Rap. Bunny Rap is a dancer, so, you know, it's trained. If people begin to understand that music is trained, you know, a lot of people like want to be stagnant to a level. Good, just do it. You just want to hold your star, fine. But you know, the kind of people that are my mentor, they revolve. So I revolve too. If the music tomorrow dies off dancehall, you cannot tell it to anybody in this world that dancehall is not standing. If Chris Brown, listen to his latest, listen to all the songs. He's actually one of the guys that's actually doing well in the world right now, R&B, pop. But you can feel dancehall in all his songs. I appreciate everybody who's giving me awards left and right. Because one, Nigeria is another place again whereby awards is bought with money. All the awards you see here are awards from the street, people who appreciate good music, who knows what you're doing, from all the way from Nigeria Delta. You understand? you know, the whole Nigeria Delta sitting down together and doing an award, and like people who have made them proud. I'm not from Nigeria Delta, I'm a Yoruba boy, and you know, appreciating me for making them proud, making Bayelsa smile, making Warri proud, making Delta Benin. I've made Bayelsa smile, Timaya. I've made Warri Delta proud, Kefi. I've made the East proud, KC Fresh and the rest of them, you know. And Nigeria, Lagos, I've made Ajasa proud. I've made them proud, you know. I was from students, you know, you can't buy it. Like students like Lasu, strong school, you know, you can't buy it. These are students that know they buy CDs, they pay to watch we perform. I've gotten awards from them. I've gotten awards from firms. I've done a couple of jingles. I did Indomie, the first Indomie everybody knows. I gave that signature, you know. I did Vicks Lemon Plus too. I did MTS first. I've done a lot of jingles, you know. I started doing jingles then before solidly into production, you know. So from firms that I've actually worked with, they've sent awards, you know, like that, and I appreciate them so much. But it's so funny, a lot of people call me like, how come you did Timaya? I know Timaya was on what do you call it? It was on Hip Hop Award, and then he won Best Dancehall Artist, and it was actually, his song was actually nominated the Best Song of the Year. How come the producer that produced the Song of the Year is not on the nomination? I said, I can't tell. But the one thing I know is I don't belong to cliques in the industry, and every award I have today is an award that I cherish so much, awards of hard work, and that's the reason why you have them here displayed here. Some of them I can't get into here, some outside anyway, but you know, the awards that I appreciate so much from the street, from people who actually know my work and know what I've been doing and how I've been able to help the industry to move on to the better heights.